Okay, so Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 released in June, and they blew my expectations away. Even though the wait was brutal, in my opinion it was worth the wait. So today I will be ranking every chapter of Deltarune. Just so you know, this is my opinion, and it will probably be different from yours. This video contains spoilers for chapters 3 and 4, so watch at your own risk. In last place we have chapter 1 of Deltarune. Now most people in the fandom agree that this is the worst chapter in the game. I agree with that too, but it's not bad at all. Right from the start this chapter confuses you right away with the vessel creator, which becomes discarded, and then we are playing as Chris in a world that looks like Undertale's. But these Undertale characters are living completely different lives and don't seem to be from the same universe. You're then introduced to the Dark World, and it gets even better. All the members of the fun gang have really good dynamics, like always with Susie not even listening to you until the end of the game. I love this chapter, but others are just better in many ways. I don't like how the villain is executed, as King doesn't show up until the end of the game. But Lancer is amazing, and Rules is amazing, and lots of things in this chapter are amazing. And there's K-Round like Toby.
What kind of fever dream did you have?
But the OST is amazing and has some of my favorite soundtracks Toby ever made, like just listen to this.
Yo, yo, yo! Ah!
In third place we have chapter 2. Now if chapter 1's Dark World was great for an introduction, then chapter 2's is great for showcasing how wide the scope of a Deltarune adventure can be. A cyber's world is more ambitious and large than chapter 1 can ever dream of. King in chapter 1 was a poor excuse for a villain not showing up until the end, while Queen is the funniest and the most memorable Saritana. All the enemies and bosses are much better than those in chapter 1. Battling feels better than ever before, with a new party member being introduced, being Noel, which is a mechanic exclusive to this chapter. All the new characters are amazing, and don't steal the spotlight from the old characters. My favorite character from this chapter is Birdly. Every line said from this little blue nerd is comedic perfection. In my opinion, his face sprites are the best in the game. He also has the 2 best tracks in the entire chapter. There's nothing else I need to say apart from how good of a secret boss Spamtonio is. Both final bosses are also really good. In second place we have chapter 4. Deltarune chapter 4 is incredible. The story gets deeper and more emotional, with great character moments and surprising twists. The gameplay is creative, the humor still hits, and the music is absolutely top tier. Toby Fox just keeps outdoing himself. This chapter proves the wait was worth it, and now we're more excited than ever for what's next. Every scene feels meaningful, whether it's a tense encounter or a quiet moment between characters. The new Dark World area is full of charm and clever design, and the bosses are some of the best in the series so far. Chapter 4 balances heart, humor, and gameplay perfectly. It's everything fans could have hoped for and more. Outside the Dark World, the Light World sections really shine too. The quiet moments back in the town feel more meaningful than ever. And of course, the mystery around the Roaring Knight only deepens in Chapter 4. We still don't know exactly who they are, but their presence is felt more than ever. The tension around their plan, the idea of bringing about the roaring and merging light and dark looms heavily over everything. The section in Noelle's house is brilliant and is one of my favorites. We spend by far the most time in the Light World in this chapter, even more than the rest of them combined. In conclusion, Deltarune Chapter 4 is a masterclass in pacing and storytelling. It deepens our bond with the Light World, especially in moments like Noelle's house, and ratchets up the stakes with every Dark World encounter. The Roaring Knight's shadow grows darker, the puzzles and battles get bolder, and the emotional highs land harder than ever. If you thought this was intense, just wait for Chapter 5.
Straight from your house. He's the one. The king of. He's groovy and never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg. The sensation of your screen. The show that makes you scream. Say it with it, folks. Mr. Antenna's TV show.
Chapter 3. Chapter 3 might be the most underrated, but it's also the best. It takes a complete creative risk with its tone, pacing, and gameplay. Instead of diving straight into high-stakes drama, it slows things down and lets the weirdness shine. It's hilarious, experimental, and filled with charm. It's like the calm before the storm. The fun gang returns, even more funny than ever, with Susie now knowing all the darkness she befriended aren't real. Beneath the comedy, tension builds, like Chris's actions, especially in the secret scrap game. The secrets in this chapter are amazing and just adds to the tension and uneasiness. The mini games in this chapter are amazing, with Tenna's whole boss fight being focused on them. 1 second you're playing an old 8-bit Zelda-like game, and after you're cooking food or playing a rhythm game. Tenna by far is my favorite villain, with his quirky antics and humor acting like a cloak hiding his insecurities and fear of abandonment. Now let's talk about the Knight. Since Chapter 1, Into the Night has been mentioned very scarce, and it seemed like they would be a very distant threat. But the Knight swoops in and completely counters what we were thinking. Its plan is to bring the roaring, and it takes Undyne to the shelter. His boss fight is the best, with it having some of the most unique attacks in the game and being by far the hardest. I could talk even longer why Chapter 3 is amazing, but that would go on for hours.